I've remembered today. Right. Um, so obviously those of you who do not know, today is huge. All right, it's probably one of the biggest days in a while. We've also got the interest rate decision due to cut, but obviously it's going to be all about this expectation later on. So let's wait and see what happens here. If I do have time, I will do a live later, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have time or not. Worst case, we can go through all of this tomorrow. All we've obviously had this morning is AUD CPI data very, very early. You know, it's been positive. Aussie's been performing very, very strong recently. So let's wait and see. We've also got the Canadian dollar too. So we've got an interest rate decision on that as well due to cut. So it's going to be the statement. I think the press conference is always a bit later with CAD, so it's another 45 minutes later. So potentially going to avoid trading CAD because it's always a risk. I'm going to repeat this over and over again. I don't want anyone trading tonight. All right, I know it's tempting, FOMC, everyone wants to trade it, take a chance, but it's just not worth it. All right, we're going to trade off the back of it. We're going to let FOMC create a wave, and we're going to trade off the back of that wave when we're not going to try and predict where that wave is. So it's up to you guys. I've told you, I've warned you to stay away from it because the it's geared up for yeah, basic failure. Right, I really like Euro, but I'm going to go through this in a bit, even though it's just done exactly what I wanted it to, testing Asia. I'm going to enter this and then I'll go through it afterwards. So I'm going to enter this, and then we'll go through it after. I'm going to raise the stop slightly higher and do about a 15 pip stop. There we go, nothing major. There we go, perfect. So I will post this in probably. Let's drop this down to 45 pips. So there we go. And I'm going to post this in the group. I'll go through it in a minute. I just don't want to miss it because it's popped up exactly how I wanted it to. So let me just post this in the group. We'll be good to go then. Right, here we go. Right, perfect. Okay. So that's obviously one that we are looking for here. Now, let me just go through everything in general. We obviously got a completely opposite day than what we had yesterday. Yesterday we had everything down. We had stocks down, yields down, we had the dollar down. Today we've got the opposite. We've got everything up. We got stock market up, we got yields up, we got the dollar up, we got gold up. Look at silver, 2.47%. It's massive. Look at that on the day. Huge. So yeah, let's wait and see. Like we mentioned yesterday, when did I say gold was going to be trading to last night? I said it's going to be trading up here in this range here. What's happening? We've obviously starting to fly. So let's wait and see. We've obviously marked up our Asia. So we've got Asia low, sorry, Asia high and Asia low here. I don't think Asia lows are even going to get touched again. So we'll take away these. So we'll take away this and we'll take away this. This is obviously relevant here. Let's wait and see what happens. I think we might have a potential of it crushing down, just testing this bit before I continue, but this would be our first kind of line of sight. But I'm going to leave this line on here. So obviously we all know what is happening here. Right. In regards to strength, all right, let's now have a look at strength. We're obviously looking at the dollar. Where's it back trading in our range that we've got highlighted here? Um, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. This is just giving it room to, if it goes to the downs side, it's not going to be as bad. We might only be targeting 98,500 as opposed to if we were trading here, we could be back targeting 98 here. So let's wait and see. But yeah, I think dollar must target 99, especially if it's breaking this here. I do think we might see a bit of a continuation to the upside here, but let's wait and see. Um, so that's now, next obviously phase of our morning plan. Every single morning, let's grade our pairs as they are right now. So obviously I've already got these in order. So we've got AUD at the top, we've then got NZD, we've then got CAD, we've then got USD, we've then got JPY, we've then got Euro, Swiss, and GBP pounds, the one which being hit the hardest. All right, so any of these pairs here against these bottom ones here, would it be a bad little bet here? Let's just go across pound, obviously starting to recover ever so slightly. I don't really know why pound is being hit so hard, but no one seems to like it at the moment. It looks like it's making a little bit of a recovery this morning, but let's wait and see. I mean, if we were to have a look at something like pound yen, it's trending t to the downside. Let's just have a look at this on a slightly higher time frame. I mean, I know it's going against our plans, but if we're looking at this on a higher time frame, we haven't had one day yet where it's been recovering. Let's just have a look on a daily to see what kind of areas we could potentially be looking for some kind of a turnaround here, and it's not around here. Hmm. Not around here. I mean, monthlies, you could argue there's a monthly level where it is right now. Otherwise, it would be this next one here. Let's monitor it on this level here because we might be due if we're looking at the 4 hour. I mean, it's crazy. If we were to be a bit realistic, all right, we're going to do a channel here because even though this was a descending channel, it's broken out of its own channel. That's how bearish it is at the moment. So it's very, very risky, this, as you can see here. But if we were to have a look at hourly, yeah, I guess we could pitch this as our lower high. So if we had a fib retracement, if we did go for this, then I think this might be a reasonable stance to kind of target here. Let's make this yellow so we know what we're doing. I think this might be a reasonable stance to target here. We do have to be aware. We might just want a different color, but we got this red. We got this danger zone here. So I'm going to take that off. And now we've got a little bit of a plan here, right? Very easy. But obviously, we want to wait for this to break. This is a key level two, as you can see here. Coordinates, let's do 200. But obviously, we've got 2000 here as well, which is holding strong. That's a strong key level right there. If we move this to 2000, this is an epic level. Right, there we go. Something like that. All right. So I think we might see a bit of consolidation here. So this is our opening range too. So we've got a bit of a plan here. All right. So what we want to see is a breakout. I mean, we're going against it, but even just targeting this area would be plenty enough for a trade. Something like this. But we want to see, firstly, we'll obviously use confidence that this level here has rejected. All right. Next confluence we want to see is a breakout of the opening range. We're obviously understanding the overall risk is to the downside. So what we are looking for then is, a break of this opening range, and we're just trading a retracement before a continuation. So that's what we're kind of targeting here. Um, so let's wait and see how this pans out, but I'm gonna put that in. But obviously, you guys, putting the effort here, coming in on the lives, will obviously understand why, we are looking at this as a potential, but this is too much of a, level here not to hold. So let's wait and see. Right, I'm going to put this in the chat as well. GBP. I mean, this is slightly higher risk, but it's moved so much. But wait for opening range to break before entry. Okay, cool. Right, so that's obviously one here, but we obviously need this to break as our extra confidence. But yeah, this is a very, very nice key level here. So let's mark that one up there. Go back to the dollar here. Where's our? There they are there. Come back down here. There we go. So looking into this, mm, I think euro might potentially weaken, but let's wait and see. We're currently in a little bit of drawdown on euro USD, but I'm not too worried here. So have a look at the chat. Gold targets. Uh, budget for that. Can you just go over gold targets again? Missed your analysis. Okay. Gold's going to be in a bit of, limbo. It could go one of two ways. If they do reduce interest rates, that is going to drive money into gold. It's like the easiest buy. Because obviously, yeah, anyone who's got money invested in the US dollar, they're obviously, yeah, they're not going to be getting as much. So expect yields to drop, dollar to drop slightly, but obviously it'll be the optimism. If they only drop 0.25%, but they're confident in the economy, then that's gonna, drive stability ideas into everyone. Which is then gonna, install faith into anyone who obviously wants to invest into the UN, US dollar. So. Yeah, yeah, it could go either way, but I do think this area here might get tested between 4050 and 4080. So let's wait and see. Yen pairs, I mean, yen's kind of on the fence here. If you're going to be trading yen, it's got to be one of the weaker pairs, which is pound or Swiss. Or if you want to buy, it's got to be against one of the stronger pairs, Aussie or NZD. There's nothing really, there's nothing really that I can see which I'm really that interested in. Potential euro, but we're obviously making highs here. We've got an equal low here, so we're kind of stuck in a bit of no man's land. It's just to keep looking through, and then we can see what we're doing here. GBPUSD still dropping. We've got Euro USD, horrible candle. USD CAD. USD CAD's interesting. Where did CAD rank? Up the top, wasn't it? But obviously they're also due to reduce interest rates. Canadian or Canada as a whole, their banking system always relatively cautious. So it'd be quite interesting to see USD CAD. I mean, I do like the look of this. We've obviously broken out of Asia, come back in. I also like the look of this one here, but let's wait and see how this one pans out. So potentially up here, something like this. I'm going to put this one in here. Actually, let's just mark this arrow because I know that everyone gets confused. So we want a little bit of a pullback here. All right. Here we go, USD CAD. Mhm. CAD. There we go. We've got that one too. Hmm, nothing really catching my eye if I'm honest. I'm going into USD CAD, I think, right now. USD CAD. Perfect. Right. So let's wait and see how these get on. I think that's going to be us pretty much there, if I'm honest. Hmm. I think that's going to be us pretty much there. Like I said here, GBP AUD, needs to kind of break out of here. Don't just enter it because, yeah, it won't work like that. Yeah, that's me about done for today or this morning. I'll be back at 2, or probably 2:15. And then obviously, yes, we can go through everything. Yeah, for this afternoon. It'd be interesting. So obviously when I'll have had CAD. So yeah, let's wait and see how this goes. But no, I hope everyone has a great day. And yeah, let's smash it. I'm just gonna do a quick video. Perfect. Have a great Wednesday, guys, and let's smash it. Let's go.